Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to the Salford City Road to Glory career mode in FIFA 20. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm announcing it. It's about time. I know a lot of you are asking me to do it on Twitter, and I did express a lot of interest in this career mode. But I tell you what, lads, I'm just coming out and saying it. I am doing, at the beginning of FIFA 20, a Road to Glory career mode, and that team is going to be Salford City. Now, you can clearly see, if you're looking at the title of this video, that this is episode 0. Not episode 1, episode 0. What I mean by that is this is a little bit of a preview. As you know, I'm currently in Gamescom at the moment, and that is maybe why it's a little bit of an unfamiliar setting for me, and certain things might be a little off about this video. Like, for example, it's audio commentary only. I'm not in green screen, in my beautiful green screen form. You're going to have to bear with me, but this is just a bit of a preview. I figured, why not take a look at career mode in FIFA 20 this year? We'll go in depth with it and just see sort of a little brief look at what's new and pretty much scope out the team as well. That's the main thing I wanted to do. Of course, I haven't gotten around to doing a Road to Glory career mode. I have been doing the Journey career mode where I started with Adelaide United, but I haven't taken a team from the lower divisions and worked them all the way up, and that is why I'm starting FIFA 20 with a Road to Glory career mode with Salford City. I think this is going to be a sick career mode, and it is going to keep us so busy. But let's take a look at the team. We have got Gaffney and Rooney, who are some pretty nice strikers up top. We've got Towell there, 67 rated, Lewis Maynard, Danny Whitehead as well. We've got Torre at the left-back position. We've got Pierre Gianni, Pond, Nathan Pond is their captain, Liam Hogan. I know these players relatively well because I do a whole bunch of like Salford City, what do you call them, football managers saves as well. Wiseman at right back and Chris Neal. And legit, some of my football manager saves, I've taken them to the Champions League and won in like 20 seasons. So I am so stoked that I get to do it in FIFA as well. They've got some pretty decent depth as well in terms of some somewhat younger players that they have on the bench that are somewhat higher overall. And they've got a few players in their team that definitely, I would assume, have a decent amount of potential with them. But they also have a lot of players. Burgess, for example, is actually an Australian too, so I might favour him a little bit. But they have a lot of older players in their team, a lot of experienced, sort of seasoned players. And that is definitely something I'm going to have to address. But you can see here in the reserves, again, some younger players all around that either high 50, low 60 mark for the subs and the reserves, and even some that are in the mid to high 60s as well, but really no standout 70-something rated stars. So as you can see, I'm highlighting the back five right now. You look at some of the ages of the players, and you've got 33-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 34-year-olds. This is a very older team, which is why I'm thinking for this, for this career mode, I'm definitely going to have to target certain areas of the team for increasement and stuff like that. Even the two strikers up top, Rooney 31 and Gaffney 29. I mean, 29 maybe is obviously a bit better, but Gaffney at 63 probably not getting much higher rated. And in terms of overalls for League 2 teams, this is definitely one of the better teams, or maybe not one of the better, but definitely a decent League 2 side. But it's going to require some improvement. Obviously, if you know about Salford City, you know that their rise has been unbelievable. There's been a fair bit of backing behind the club when they were in like the 7th tier, but it looks like they could be shooting all the way up. No one really knows how far up they're going to get, but Salford just have got like 3 promotions in the last 4 seasons. It's absolutely insane, and we're going to see if we can take them all the way to the top division if possible. Their views and expectations, they really don't have many expectations apart from domestic success. They are absolutely keen as to make sure that you get promoted as quickly as possible. I think that is the goal in League 2. And I figured as well, even though unfortunately the team may not be absolutely complete, of course, remember, this is an earlier build. It probably won't be the exact overalls. It'll be thereabout. And we don't even have the kit in the game. But I decided still, we'll have a little bit of a game. We'll see the lads in action and just show some highlights and just show you some FIFA 20 gameplay as well while we're in the midst of this video. But I am super stoked to get a Salford City career mode underway. We're just playing a little pre-season friendly game. Adam Rooney scoring the goal. I know that you could almost consider this first goal of the career mode. I don't even know, but it's it's cool to see just gameplay in action. Just a few new celebrations as well involving the camera, which ain't too bad. But I'm really interested to see as well what you guys think I should really try to do at the very beginning of the Salford career mode. Obviously, I'm looking to do what I do with pretty much every single youth academy or every single Road to Glory, and that's to bring in those youth players, youth academy players, and some high potential signings I'd want to pick up. And that is the little manager that I put together for myself. I'm going to be releasing another video very soon, going through all the new things that you can do, all the customizing, all the items that you can put on your manager, the whole customization of the managers and all that stuff. And again, even seeing stuff here like the player chat, the interactions, and how it's going to affect morale. We've got the captain, Nathan Pond, coming out and saying, "Greetings, boss. Welcome to the team. Welcome to Salford." And you've got 3 different options. I think in the end, I decided to go with the "We've got work to do." There's like 5 different types of responses that you can get. One's like calm, aggressive, angry, and like a whole bunch of different ones like that. I just go with "We've got work to do," and you see that his morale rises and stuff as well. It's really cool to see, and the morale is definitely something I'm going to have to try to keep my eye on. But anyway, I'll move ahead now and show you a little bit more of the career mode. The Global Transfer Network still in FIFA 20, of course, as well. And my plan this year is obviously not just to go for youth academy players, which, like I said, is absolutely something that you should do, because it's especially with a League 2 team, you can 100% scout some players that would almost be good enough to get into a starting 11 straight away if you're lucky, if you get a really good scout. But I think what I might do is really address the back line first. We highlighted a lot of the players in the back line were in their not just 30s, but like not late 30s, but really pushing it, like 33, 34 years of age. I really think I need to heavily focus on that defensive line first, which is why you see me looking for promising fullbacks and centre backs, and even looking for just first quality players in general. This is probably how I'm going to go about it with the Global Transfer Network. I'm going to roll with these instructions. I'm going to try to pick up some nice scouts, and we're going to scout in all the top 5 leagues as you usually do. And on top of all that, looking for promising young players to sign in, real world players, I am of course also going to be looking at picking up a couple of youth scouts as well, trying to pick up some regen players, and that's had a minor little makeover there with some new little images on the front. But still, regardless, I would always 100% pick up 3 scouts. Their budget in game at the moment is only just a little over 2 million before I started spending money on these scouts, so I'm probably not going to be able to get, if I was to get 3, they wouldn't be the highest quality of scouts, but I still would look to try to scout around, of course, England and 2 other countries or so. I don't know. I'm either deciding whether or not I spend all my money on one decent scout and just scout in England, or if I go for like 2 or 3 and just put them all over the joint, and hopefully that'll increase my chances of getting lucky with a real star player. But regardless, I definitely want to take a look at the youth academy, and I'm definitely going to try to put some emphasis, I would think, on the youth academy. Of course, I still want to buy some real world players too, but I did send my players away to, I think it was France. I missed what the other one was. I think it was Spain and England, obviously. In France, unfortunately, didn't really look like there was much on. I'm just pretty much taking a look at the monthly scouting updates just to get a bit of a gauge and a bit of an idea as to what I might be in for. In Spain, there wasn't an awful lot of incredibly high rated players either. Again, remembering that these scouts, I can't exactly afford that many fantastically high rated scouts, since I'm only rocking with a budget of about 2 or 3 million with this team. But there was one player there, Jose Cruz in Spain, that I signed, and George King probably ended up being the best of the bunch. A nice little English goalkeeper that we went ahead and signed. So yeah, no, definitely going to be focusing on the youth academy and the youth system this year. And you see that it's relatively the same. Obviously, the player heads have had a bit of an update, and you might be able to notice that I don't know. I think that they've addressed certain things with the youth academy, like for example the certain players that would appear and certain models of players' faces and heads. Like maybe if you were to go to Africa, you would get like 20 white guys. If you were to scout in like, I don't know, let's say somewhere in Europe, there you get a lot of lot of player models that don't exactly probably accurately reflect what you would expect the player to look like from that region. So that's all been addressed now too. But one final little bit of this video, I'm just going to scroll through all the players at the moment that are on this Salford City team that are on this list. There may be a few more that are added, obviously, and these ratings again are not final, but a lot of somewhat decent players in there. Some pretty much all either mid to low 60s that are in the starting 11, and you just see some of the ages of some of these boys and how old they really are. But the potential that some of the younger ones have that are decently rated, I'm excited to hopefully keep them around. And it'll be interesting to see, of all the players that are in this team, who's going to be the longest to survive. You always wonder when you've got your whole list of players in your team, which one's going to be the last one to survive when you've built it the way that you want it. But regardless, just, a little announcement video that I am going to be doing a Road to Glory to start FIFA 20. It is going to be Salford City. And, of course, like I said, I am in Germany for Gamescom. I have been able to get hands-on with FIFA 20. I have been able to capture quite a fair few career mode videos. And I'm going to be dropping them over the next couple of days or so. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, especially if you're keen for the Salford City career mode, which will be coming out very, very soon. Hopefully closest to the release of FIFA 20. But still, that'll do it for me, lads. Hope you're excited. Hope you're ready for this Road to Glory. Next career mode video coming soon. But until then, my name is MasterBucks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.